Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. Today, this afternoon, I'm not going to work or this evening, I'm not going to work on the cardigan that I've been working on pretty much every time I'm on live. I'm going to be working on the blanket, the baby blanket that I was making. So I am mostly done with the blanket. I think I'm gonna make a few more rounds to bring it to a full 3 feet wide, just for ease of measurement and telling people how big it is. But I need to make a lot more flowers. Like I have maybe like 8 to 10, and I'm gonna need a lot more than that. So I'm going to be making flowers pretty much. Uh, Now I did something dumb, and I did not leave anything about the hook size that I used in the little kit for this project. However, I looked back on some of like the videos that I used to inspire this project, and it looks like I used a 4mm hook. And when I compared it to what a 4mm looks like on the blanket, it looks pretty accurate. So I'm gonna assume that I used a 4mm. Now, would I normally use a smaller sized hook on something that I wanted to get big fast? No. But because I wanted this to look like burlap, I wanted my stitches to be tighter. And so I didn't go up hook sizes. And I think I just went with a 4. So we'll see. It won't matter as much for the flowers. It could potentially change the blanket, but it's the outer part of it, and hopefully we'll see. So I'm just gonna get to making flowers, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm following a couple. I'm using a couple different flower patterns. I'm not using just one flower. So that's been that was what I was doing before, and that's what I'm going to do now. So hope that sounds fun to you. Yeah, I totally forgot that I had scheduled this live today, and you know, then I had to. I was like, not that anyone's like gonna be heartbroken if I'm not live, but um, I figured I would be on here for a little bit. So I'm gonna go and just kind of use some of the reference. Nope, that's not the one. Some of the videos that I had already saved. If you would like me to share these patterns, I'm happy to. While the flowers themselves, one flower does not take a long time to make for a lot of these. When you have to make a ton of them, it does take a while. So just is what it is. That's not the one either. I guess it is the one. Okay. So I have 2 yarns because I've been doing a Nightmare Before Christmas blanket. This is my color from or for Jack, and this is my color for Sally. So for Sally, this is the Red Heart Super Saver Stripes, and in the colorway Jewel Tone. I mean, it just makes itself into Sally. It's pretty pretty much a no-brainer. And then this is what I picked for Jack. Now this does have gray in it. It's not black and white. Only it's black, gray, and white. But I still thought it would look cool for the Jack flowers. So yeah, I think this is it's called like newsprint or something. It's one of the it's a Mainstays yarn from Walmart. So I'm going to be kind of like looking down. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. And the good thing about these flowers and things like this is that you can use scrap yarn for them, and you don't really. Okay, so this says 5mm hook for this flower. I guess that does look more like a 5. Maybe I'd use different sizes for different hooks. I mean, it's going to be a variety anyway, so who cares? Yeah, it's really cool, and I think I think it is. You can do planned pulling with it. I never have used it. This is my first time using it. Thank you. How are you doing tonight, Lori? Welcome in. So. The cardigan is coming along. Nice. That's good to hear. Mine is barely coming along. I worked on it a little bit earlier, but I'm just tired of looking at it. I'm so sick of it. So I'm trying to take a little breather, so that I don't, you know, have like a crisis. Okay, and then so this, instead of making a whatchamacallit, magic ring, you do chain 4 and slip stitch, which I might have done just a magic ring last time because I prefer them, and I can never get these to close up, but that's okay. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've been busy all weekend. Yesterday, my youngest daughter wanted to do an escape room for her birthday. It was Jurassic Park themed, so that was fun. Oh, that's awesome. I love Jurassic Park. I'm so bad. I'm insanely bad at escape rooms. But I hope you all had a lot of fun. I know a lot of people have fun doing them. I just have high anxiety, and I get stuck. You can get the chain 2. I do not like the chain 4 unless I want a bit of a cap. Yeah, it's the center of a flower, so I'm not like super pressed about it. And then I don't have to worry about it coming loose. But usually, usually I'll spend the time to do a double magic ring. But when I'm doing like 1.5 million flowers, okay, they're still getting fireworks. Yeah, I can't even get the chain 2 to close. Well, I mean, I guess mean, it depends on how many stitches, right? But with 10 stitches, I mean, it's close. It's close enough. It's still open, but okay. We had challenges. This one said they cannot and will not lock you in, and you can hit the exit button wherever you need to. Yeah, yeah, the only time I've actually done one, I was at like was when I was working, and so I was like with people I worked with, so I was, and I wasn't like that, like I wasn't like I need to, like the walls are closing in, panicking. I was just like my, just like my, where like I can't think about like this might do this and that, like I just couldn't do anything other than what I was doing. That was the best we got. Now I really want to do one of those read rooms, but those are pretty expensive. I think it would be cool to just like make your own. I mean the entire city of Los Angeles, I feel like could be like your own personal rage room. You just, find like a pile of trash people are getting rid of, and you know you could you could get your anger out like that. Um, but I think that would be fun, or like the paint rooms. But they're so expensive too. So either way, they look fun to try. Okay, and then 5 double crochet in the back loop only here. It is like satisfying how like quickly these like um, you know become flowers. I like that a lot. Um, because after doing a bunch of things that take quite a bit longer, it's like you don't get that, you know, um, that like uh, dopamine of like it things being finished as fast, you know. Okay, so this is what round 2 looks like. little tiny flower. I think that's right. Drop my stitch. Did not mix that Gatorade up as well as I thought I did. I'm going to be re-uploading I'm going to be moving some of my videos from my second channel to this channel because I have some patterns and I'm like, doesn't make sense because like at one point I was using my second channel and now I'm just not. So I'm just kind of like leave it for a while and take the videos off of that and put them on this channel, which is kind of moving a little bit more. So then I can have everything in one place because like when I'm like, oh, I have that tutorial and then I send like my friends to my other channel, it's like it doesn't make any sense because there's not really anything that I want to keep on that channel right now. I don't think. I don't know. That channel is like served a bunch of different purposes, so it's just like not really consistent. It just doesn't really have a identity. This isn't quite working like it's supposed to. Okay, so slip stitch in the front loop only of the first single crochet and chain 3, skip 1 stitch, slip stitch in the front loop only of the next stitch. Repeat to end of the round. 5 chain spaces created. Okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, it's like I know I just feel like it's easier because like now that I'm starting because I want to start doing more tutorials with the knitting machine. It's like, well, I kind of want to put them here because that's where like people would see them. So it wouldn't make sense to put them where all the other ones are, but then to have them in 2 places also is confusing. So I think that's part of it. So definitely some old, you know, some older stuff for sure. I'm editing one down to be like a shorter form content if I can, just to see like if it'll work like that. And it's yeah, I don't know how it'll work. Oh, nice. What are you gonna make? You gonna make a hat, or are you working on something different? So I have scheduled the my drop stitch bag, like my drop stitch market bag, to be posted tomorrow morning or midday or sometime depending. It's like 10 a.m. Pacific, and then I think I'll just kind of like throughout the week or weeks I'll be uploading kind of some of the tutorials I had over there. I don't really. I think I kind of wanted that more. Originally, I did that channel to be like a little bit more. Not originally, but at one point I was like, oh, this will be where I have my tutorials and stuff like that. Like when I did Stitch of the Month, which I don't remember if you were here for that, but for like 4 or 5 months, I would have like a stitch tutorial, where I would go through that, and I would just like go through all of the or a couple of the I only had a couple stitch books, but I would also go to the library and get crochet stitch books, and then I would record a tutorial of me like teaching the stitch, and then I would post it. So that would be like the Stitch of the Month. And so the videos are on my second channel now, but they're going to be on this channel soon. So you're going to get the same thing regardless. It's just going to be a bit dated. But yeah, I think it's so cool. I'm working on a pattern, and kind of what I had planned on doing is actually I've been watching some other videos because it's been a while since I did anything, so I was just trying to kind of go off what I remembered. And now I'm like not sure if I want to do videos like that, or I mean, not sure if I want to. I think I'm going to change the pattern quite a bit because I'm happy with. I can think of some changes that I can make that would be a lot better. So one of the things that I always have to think about if I'm doing like I'm making a pattern where I'm gonna make like a labubu, lafufu, or whatever, la baby. I don't know what they're, but I'm brushing out the knit tube, and then I'll be putting it inside itself. But it's so fun to do, and cool to see. So I think that but yeah, I was watching some videos today of just people doing other types of things, and just how I can make it easier for myself and people who are also making the pattern. And I was like, yeah, I could do things a lot easier. Um, but whenever you brush things, you kind of lose you purposefully lose stitch definition. So if you wanted to, like, at some points, I'm going to be attaching things that aren't brushed to things that aren't brushed to things that are brushed. And so it's like, knowing how to mattress stitch that and stuff, or like how to stitch it and attach it. That is kind of, I have to kind of think through in like stages. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. It's always fun making things though. It's pretty early for my leg to be locking up already. Okay. Okay. I actually have this, I think, this link pulled up. You do want to see the kind of flowers that I'm kind of like pulling from. I just have to find one of the 50 million tabs. So this is the video with the flower patterns that I am referencing. Some of them, I kind of just looked around and kind of cherry picked the ones that I liked. So I have some from other places, but of course I don't didn't say like half of the things that I'd done. So I was just kind of like in the middle, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do so much on this, and then of course I got distracted or something happened. Okay, and then slip stitch in the next slip stitch. Oh wait, no, in the next chain 3. That makes more sense. I was like, I don't know about that. Wait, no, it wants me to do it in the slip stitch. I guess it'll give it more definition between the petals. just don't feel like I never feel like a chain 3 is like really the necessary build up for a double crochet. I do it if the pattern says so, just so I can come back to it. Yeah, of course, Zach. I don't know what happened to my voice just now, but my throat's been weird. But yeah, of course. Of course. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am making flowers for my flower bouquet blanket, my Nightmare Before Christmas baby blanket. Um, that's also going to be like the flower bouquet and have Oogie Boogie. It's going to have a lot of things going on, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. I can't decide if I want to do like felt or crochet eyes and like uh, features for Oogie Boogie. Um, but um, I don't have to worry about that for a little while because this is going to take, I don't need to vent. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I feel like the thing is, like, it's like if you need to talk, like, I'm here. Like, that's really what I want you to know is like if you if you if you need me, I'm here. So I would instead of you know I would say like instead of being like I'm gonna try not to vent. It's like if you need to vent, you know that I'm here because I vent too. Like it's healthy. It's better than like holding it all in and exploding later or imploding, depending on the kind of person you are and how you deal with things. But I know that I don't do well with just holding everything in and um, it it's I know that usually ends very poorly for me. So if I can like let off a little steam rather than you know the alternative, it's usually better. But everyone's different. Okay, so then it says chain one doesn't count as a stitch, and single crochet into the same stitch. half double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet into the next two, then the next stitch make 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet, all of that in the same stitch. Double crochet in the next 2 stitches, half double crochet, and single crochet into the next stitch. Slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. So what are you up to right now, Zach? You had paramedics show up at your work tonight. A customer fainted. Oh no. I hope everyone's okay. Happy to report she's okay. Great. It's awesome. I mean, it's good that it happened somewhere in public where, you know, she could get help. She asked what happened. Oh yeah, so she didn't even know. Yeah. some of these stitches are hard to see because you you're the color changes are so abrupt, and you're like, is that space? Is that a space? Or like, I'm usually good at working with black yarn, but coupled next to like being like right next to the white yarn, it's a lot harder to see the stitch. But I'm kind of having to like work my eyes a little bit harder than normal. Such a weird move to use a chain link to do, but it still looks cool, but it's definitely an interesting approach. Nope, it's supposed to half double. So I think I'm gonna take um, take that Nightbot off soon. So you're going to donate through that particular link. You can always donate to the Alzheimer's Association, but if you want to donate through that link, which I don't get anything for or from, but that's how you can do it. So let's see. Slip stitch to the first chain of the first petal from the previous row. Okay. Okay, so that is the end of that flower. The flower is a little bit more involved. However, you don't have to hand sew it, which is nice because that is a lot more tedious and creates a back that's a little bit less ideal, I think. Probably should have done more than that, but it's okay. So this is what the flower ended up looking like with that yarn. Now I'm looking at it with a 5mm hook. And that feels pretty, I don't know. I guess it's a reasonable size compared to like previous flowers I've done. And again, more flowers means faster project being done. So I'll make another one of those. So 10 single crochet into the center. It's hard to hold on to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try to close that up a little bit if possible. That's a little bit better than the chain 4. And slip stitch into the back loop only of the first chain 3. So 4 in the back loop of the first one, and then 5 in the rest of them. Oh, wait, no, then I'm supposed to single crochet in the next one. Split the yarn. The light was like doing something to my head. I was like, what's happening? So what's everyone up to tonight? Oh, no. Oops, forgot that. Single crochet again. It's so hard to see these stitches sometimes. Oh, that's squeak. Squeak. No, I did it right. I just forgot that I did it right, so I undid all my work. It happens. Oh, that's awful sound. Squeaky yarn and hook. Ugh. Okay, so now that I did that, ugh, it's awful. Squeak is awful. Okay, no, we're not doing this. Why would I start doing that all of a sudden? Blech. This is why it's nice to have a couple different types of hooks. Sometimes you gotta switch it up. Let's see, this is less squeaky. Now, the yarn does feel like it has like a little bit of like a residue at this part of it. So maybe that's why it started all of a sudden. I don't know, but I don't like it. I've worked with yarn like that in the past, and you just have to like bear it through the residue feeling parts for a little bit, which isn't great, but tension is a little bit all over the place right now. So hard to get my hand to grip around the flower and tension my yarn the way I normally do. For some reason, this flower is much harder than the last flower that I did. Yeah. Ugh, my hands are killing me. This flower in particular is not Feeling good. Look back. Oh. I just feel like because the tension I've got to put on this is so tight, it doesn't feel good to use my pearls. I feel like I'm going to break off the end of it. No worries, Zach. It's cool. I'm just chilling here. I hate this flower. I want it to be done. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, my day was pretty good. How was yours? Oh, my hand hurts so much. Just 2 flowers in, and I'm like ready to quit. It's not a good sign. Okay, maybe this is not the flower to have a lot of. Maybe that's why I have a lot more roses. Your day was good too? That's awesome. I hope I asked you about how your day was, but maybe I didn't. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Um, okay, you stayed home all day. Sometimes those are the best days, just chilling out. I did the opposite. Usually I stay home all day, but I got out and went to a park for a meeting, and it was really nice. Is anyone working on anything? Eating anything? Drinking anything fun? I'm on my second, third Gatorade of the day. eating barbecue chips again. Nice. This month isn't a good month for me. I made spaghetti tonight. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Rachel. I understand. Yeah, sometimes it's just harder than others, and for a multitude of reasons, right? And so, but you know, you know, I I'm always reminded in those times that I'm not alone, um, even when I feel like I am, and um, I hope that that you know you're immediately family when you're here, and you're not a dick. um, so you know, if we can help, just let us know. We don't have money, but we have friendship. Which, can you put a price on that? Probably. I could make a number up for, for my friendship, at least. Be real. Of course. And I mean it. Like, I you know, life is way harder than it needs to be most of the time. Occasionally it lets up and we get to breathe and function a little bit better, but um, sometimes it just feels like um, we just keep getting the shit end of the stick. Don't make me cry tonight. That's not my intention. So I'll talk about what I'm doing so that I won't continue to do the inspirational or like quote or whatever that can be a little bit much. But uh, we try to make a supportive community here. So I'm making a bouquet blanket, and this is a Nightmare Before Christmas one, and it's gonna be baby blanket size, so it's gonna be like 3 feet um, uh, wide like this, and I'm gonna put like an Oogie Boogie face on it, and have it like just like really colorful, like really bright uh, uh, little snips of string of yarn to look like the worms coming out of him, and I'm gonna put it on both sides. I think it that would probably just help me just to cover the black on or however I want to attach it. But then the flowers are gonna be Jack and Sally colored. So I have like these that are gonna be attached to the edge of the blanket. But you need like a metric fuck ton of flowers to to you know go all the way around. So I'm making flowers, but it's hurting the hell out of my hand. So I don't know how much I've got in me. I might move to a couple different projects tonight, or, you know, just chit chat. Who knows? So I was saying earlier, I have a second channel, and it's like it's kind of been are always appreciated. How do you enjoy? What do you enjoy about crocheting? I like that I can make so many different things, and if um, I like pushing like what like crochet can be and make, and like that's what's fun for me. Is it's not to like to make like the same thing over and over again. Uh, I like uh, I just like, you know, I like seeing other people innovate, and I like innovating. I like being inspired by like things around you, and and uh, and then, you know, how that seeing how that translates to crochet. Um, that's really what's exciting to me. Um, so this blanket that you're seeing is actually what was going to be the Halloween crochet along that Crystal and I were going to do. This was our initial idea. Um, and I was going to make this before the Cal ever started, to have as like an example of what your bouquet could look like. Um, and oh, now I see like we could have used like a pun, like boo, okay. Um, and anyways, but it's like just getting here takes. I mean, the blanket itself isn't actually what it takes so long. It's the flowers, and you need so many flowers, and and that's really where it gets pretty grating and pretty intense. So it was originally going to be, we were going to make a throw blanket size like over a good while and kind of help people break it up, but no, no. Um, but that's part of the reason. Like the stuff that I crochet is, I usually make like weird stuff, or like kind of just like why would you why would you make that in crochet? It's like because I wanted to see if I could like that's what gets me um, excited about making something. So like right now, I mean, this isn't crochet. This is knitting, a circular knitting machine. They have different sizes. This size makes like you could say like a sock size or mittens. Um, but this is like this is an example of a tube that it made. Um, but you can do all different types of things with it, and I'm gonna make. I'm trying to make like a Labubu style, um, like little plushie. I thought that would be fun, but we'll see. We'll see how well it works. There's like I'm trying a couple different ideas. So, but just like the idea of like, hey, there's this popular thing, or there's this thing out there that has never been crocheted. You want to, you know, take a stab at it? And it's like, Yeah, sure. That's super fun. Now, am I remembering correctly that you said that you don't crochet? Um, it's cool if you don't. I'm trying to remember. I have a very bad memory, and you will learn that very very quickly. It's just crazy how bad it is, but the doctors know that it's bad, so I guess that's enough. I mean, I guess with in the inspirational quotes department, I mean, I think that obviously I don't know what's going on, but I find that so many of the people here have been so supportive uh, to me in so many different phases of my life. And I've gone through a lot of phases of my life on this channel because sticking to me, I know I'm just now starting to cool off a little bit, but my shirt's still soaked. It's so gross. Um, and you know, because I started crocheting um, at the very beginning of becoming disabled, even though I didn't know I was going to be disabled. I thought I was just going to be able to bounce back. And then I never really did, but I kept trying. So, all these different phases of me trying to get back on my feet and it not working. And so, they had a more professional, more traditional, like, uh, granted, I was still as queer and flamboyant as the day is long, but I um, sorry, my piercing has been hurting me a lot today. But I was totally different then, and and had just started my transition, uh, and actually I some people actually here knew me before my transition started. It was still it was shortly after I was started back on YouTube that I started transitioning. But and then some of these people stuck around me and wanted to be around me through all of those changes, and I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" I thought that everyone was going to just run for the hills, or just be incredibly mean to me. And some people kind of slowly edged their way out, and um, you know, in some people, but most people stayed around. And then you know, I think over the years I've become just more and more crass and just blunt and um, ridiculous. And people, the people who are around, you know, I'll have bad days. So if you don't know, which I don't think I said it um, in the time that you've been here, but so I'm disabled for mental health reasons because I have bipolar and among a plethora of other diagnoses, right? And and um, I had some physical health problems that made my bipolar that um, I've been diagnosed with since I was 15. It made it immeasurably worse, and like uh, I was going in and out of the hospital and treatment centers like most of the year. I still still like I'm doing, I average like 9 months a year in treatment, like higher level treatment. So, but when I go through those hard times and I tend to like kind of isolate, I stop talking to people about what's going on, or I'm just trying to like put on a happy face and be like, oh, things are good. Don't worry about me. And then like I'm doing really bad. And then after the, like, you know, people care about me, and like we just have we there's just such good friendships that I've made on here. um like I've known Zach for years at this point. um and you know like we can just like you know support each other when we need to, like, and that's just like it's just nice because like who would have thought that like just watching like YouTube about crochet, like of all things, would like be such a family, and like really like a family to me. And through some of like the hardest times in my life, um, like literally like the top three hardest times in my life, like everyone has Zach, Zach, you are. It's a pleasure to put up with you. You're a good guy, like I told you last night. Um, but um, it's I don't know. We're like a family, um, and I think that like as you kind of go to like the channels, like in between channels, you start to see a lot of the same people, and we try to support each other, and I'm able to, you know, I'm, I just have really good friends from YouTube of all places. It's so weird to say that out loud, um, or like not to say it out loud because I know it's true, but like I don't think most people who like haven't been in this kind of YouTube environment like would expect that that would be anything like we experience. Oh yeah, we did meet through Dana. I saw that she posted something the other day, and I I meant to watch it. I love Dana. She's great. She's amazing. Her and Kelly. Yeah, I got into kind of this community of people because I found Kelly, because I actually looked. I was like, how to crochet faster, and Kelly had actually posted a video, talking about these types of hooks that I'm literally using right now, the Clover Amours. And she was like, she had heard a trick to go faster with your crochet was to switch to these hooks. And she did it, and she found it made her faster. And she learned that trick from Dana. So that's how I got into all of like meeting everyone. And it's just so cool because yeah, I mean, really, my life is nothing like it was a year ago, which is nothing like it was um, a month before that, um, and and then like a year before that, and like I think because it's been more than 5 years, I think, since I've been in this phase of YouTube. Um, and and yeah, so I think also the thing is like you don't have to crochet to like come hang out with people who are like a lot of these crochet channels, and have a good time. Like that's not a requirement at all, which I think is really um, nice because you know, there's no reason why, like, you know, why you shouldn't just be able to talk. Oh, hey, welcome in. Sounds like you're keeping busy. I'm trying to. I mean, I do keep busy, but then I also go a little crazy where I'm like, I don't really have purpose and direction. So it's a lot. Correct. I do not crochet or knit or do anything fiber related. I know a thing or two about the crafts. Cool. I would love to hear what kind of crafts you do. I love all the crafts. Thank you for telling me some of your story. Yeah, of course. I mean, uh, I'm glad you're here, Miss Crafts a lot. Are you working on anything right now? But yeah, I mean, you know, if you hang out with this crowd, I think that there's a lot of really, really good people, and a variety of personalities, so that like you can always find someone who you like relate to more or like less, and kind of, you know, choose your own adventure with that, um, you know, everyone is, but everyone's really nice. I mean, it's really rare that we, in my experience, that that we get a lemon, and even if it's one person's lemon, it's not, you know, not everyone would would see that person. Also, maybe I shouldn't refer to someone as a lemon. I don't know. Just remembered Rachel is troublemaker of this group. Try to be a better version of yourself every day. That is a great way to do life, and I like having that mentality. I think will take you far. And all we can do is try, right? Like some days are gonna be better than others, but that's okay, because I think intention is like 9/10 of everything. We're on an AI inspired project, trying to work out a few kinks before starting to record it. Ooh, I can't wait to see that. Also, am I subscribed to your channel? Would you mind dropping your channel tag, the at whatever it says, under your channel name, um, so that I can search you? Because I'm realizing that I'm not sure who I'm subscribed to, and I want to make sure I'm spreading the support around. Um, yes, I've met some good people on the YouTube streets. I've met some really bad ones too. Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, at the end of the day, people are still human. Um, that feels redundant to say, but yeah, getting a dud does happen, and like, you know, there's trolls and all kinds of stuff that we deal with, and we're like, ugh. But I do think that 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 this is a nice community. At least the people I hang out with. Okay, let me double check. Also, just so I'm just gonna put it out there, like, people are always welcome to drop their channels. Um, like, if I don't ask explicitly, um, it's because I think I'm already subscribed to you. So you're people are always welcome to drop their tags. Okay. I was not subscribed, but I am now, and I'm ringing that bell because I can't wait to see what you do. Oh my gosh. That sentence that you said, it hits home, because I feel I was this exact same way. better myself every day has gotten me this far. Yeah. Yeah. Like every day, I didn't think I would make it as far as I've done, and there was a point, ASCII, and he probably remembers this because of trolls. Yeah. Yeah. They can make everything suck a lot more. But, that's because unhappy people, like hurt people, right? But it doesn't mean that you have to stick around for it. You know, and that's, something I've learned, and like tried to practice as much as I can. Is like, just because people are hurt doesn't mean I'm obligated to stick around and let them, you know, hurt me more. Hey Amy, how are you? We're talking about being better versions of ourselves. How some people are really awesome and some people suck a bag of dicks. And yeah, I guess that's kind of like the overarching themes. Also, if you haven't subscribed to Mombi, Amy, is your tag just at Mombi? No, it's not. If you want to share your page. Oh wait, there you are. Mombi Amy. Do you want me to share you? Or is that yep, that's one. The picture matches. I'm glad you did. Always like seeing your pretty face. I found it. Sometimes it's impossible to find people like so at mombi underscore Amy is what your uh what Mombi's tag is, so you can use that to subscribe to her channel. I'm ready to be done with this particular flower. It hurts. I mean, it's gotten better the further out I've gotten from the center because I don't have to like claw it. But uh, you know, of course, yeah. It's funny like when I think of all of the different people I've met through this YouTube channel, and or obviously, or like other people's YouTube channels. Um, it's just like I would have just never imagined that like my entire my entire friend group is based off of people I met on Facebook, and I mean not Facebook, YouTube pretty much. And did you finish them? Oh my gosh. Skirt. 1 second. Okay, so I saw as soon as I opened it up, I saw the picture you just posted on your your page, like your own Facebook. For some reason, I can't usually see things on Army of Weirdos until like 6 hours after it's posted. How many piercings do I have? Some I have aren't open anymore. So let's see. My face, I have one. Oh God, how many do I have? Jeez. Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 on my face right now. Wait. Nope. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 on my face right now. I used to have my smiley pierce, but I was playing with it too much and it was sore all the time. So I took that out. And then let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 there, 6 here, 13, 14, 15. So 15. But only one of them is in these days and on my chest. I figure I'll keep those in as long as I have nipples, because I'm getting those taken off when I get my top surgery. Not because I don't like nipple, but like if you so like when they do top surgery, they do this thing called keyhole surgery generally, and so but most of the time they have to do like resizing of the areola, and I just never really liked it, the way they looked. Also, they're really prone to like infection and just like falling off. You think I'm not chill? Watch me imagine me waking up one morning. I go to bed with nipples and my nice manly chest, and then I wake up and I don't have nipples. Not chill. So my plan is to get top surgery, no nipples, and then get them tattooed on when I can after that. I'm thinking I don't know. I like my vertical labret because it doesn't, it's not in my mouth and like chipping my teeth or affecting my gums. But I've been really wanting like more piercings lately. I'm like, I'm running out of stuff to pierce. That I want pierced. I think I'm gonna get a tattoo soon, which I'm excited about because I haven't. Well, I mean, I got a tattoo in December. I got this bat. It's a cutie little cutie guy. Kind of looks silly, but just from how it was holding my arm, but the anniversary of my friend passing is the 15th. So I might try to get a tattoo. Not exactly sure I have some ideas, but it really just depends on what I can afford. And tattoos are crazy expensive here. Expensive here. Like not just in shop minimums, which so it's like, you know, I could get something small and get the shop minimum. Um, cool. Yeah. I mean, they can look so much better. I mean, I don't want to say better, but like it's just for me, it's like I just feel like the inconsistency in top surgeries that people do, like the skin grafts, um, is enough for me to be like, you know what, it's not worth it for me. I'll wait like a year or two, whatever they say I have to wait, and then get tattoos. They also have like there's like temporary tattoos. Like if I did feel like uncomfortable not having them for whatever reason, and I was like, okay, today people are gonna see them, like I could have like temporary tattoos to put on. But getting to to get on the surgery table is proving to be the true challenge of all of the things. What's going on? Oh, I finished it. I was like, this is weird. Okay, finish this motherfucking flower. See, I mean, that these flowers have not been fast. Also, I mean, granted, I'm talking quite a bit, but so grab this little tail. See, I feel like this pattern also eats up a lot of the texture of the middle part. Like, see, just kind of all that. Yeah, but having the metal allergy, yeah, would definitely make having piercings challenging for sure. Can you have tattoos? Do you like tattoos? I know Amy does. I like tattoos, but I'm also one, a big wimp, and two, um, they're expensive. I mean, and you know, you also get what you pay for in a lot of sense of the word with tattoos, and you're also having something on your skin that's gonna last forever, in general. So I like understand that, but like some tattoo artists are, it's crazy. Um, and I just don't know if I have the money for that. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. I mean, I can at least afford most shops minimums, but it's like I don't know many tattoo shops here. I wouldn't go. I like the if I'm just getting flash, I would go back to the tattoo shop that I got this at. You like tattoos, but you don't have any yet. That's cool. Yeah, I like them, and I have plans for like a ton, but like I don't have the money for a ton, or like really, like barely one. So you know, it just is what it is. But I know one thing I'm thinking about. Well, it's kind of a. Oh, hold on a second. You have one on your ankle. It's Garfield. Aww. Yeah, I think I have like 8 or something like that. I've got like a couple on my back, 2 on this arm, 1/2 on my feet. And then okay, let's see. Okay, you wanna get a memorial tattoo of your dad soon. He passed away. July 28th, 2023. Yeah, that's the tattoo that I want to get. Is a memorial piece for my friend who my best friend who July 15th of 2024. So I know that I mean, I know friends and parents are different, but family is yeah. When someone makes a difference on, plays such a big role in your life, getting them, in your skin and having them with you all the time is it's a special thing. I have 2 memorial tattoos. One when he's living, but he's terminal. But I got the crow for my friend last year. But I want to get something else for him because I would cover my whole body to bring him back. So just to see it a little bit more visibly. I mean, I'm not like, throughout the day. If it was on my hand, I'd see the shit out of it. So, but yeah, memorial tattoos are great, and they can, you can do it a million different ways. So, I understand that very well. I don't really want to make these flowers to piss me off. Okay, I'm gonna switch projects really quickly because this is not the motherfucking tea. Okay, so I'll just put that hook in there because I will forget again. Just me talking about top surgery made me get sweaty again. Rude. Okay, so working on the mandala blanket. So this is where I'm at right now with this baby. Pull up the pattern for this. If you like this this pattern and you want to try it yourself, I would be happy to share the link with you. It's a crochet along that someone else did. I'm on part 6 of it. But give me a second. So this is the pattern. Wait. And it has written tutorials and it has video. So I'm trying to find the all of the I can't find it. I hate blogs. I hate blogs so much. I hate getting patterns from blogs. I hate all the videos and the ads. It's annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna share part 1 so that that's as good a place as any, right? Trying to figure out what row I'm on. I think I'm on round 40. I'm not sure, but we're just gonna go with that and see what happens. Okay, so let's see. Do I like fishing? I have not done it in a while, but I do. I don't know if I could still do it because my hands are really unsteady. and my anxiety is really bad. So, like, I mean, like if like to grab like a fish, like I just feel like my anxiety would be like, but maybe not. I don't know. I did like it at one point. I haven't done it in a long time. Are you a Fisher person? Fisher Price? Okay, so okay. I'm okay. I'm like putting together where that I've been just been like staring, like trying to figure out where I'm at. Fisher person. Well, I was like gonna say like fisherman, and then fisher woman, and I was like fisher person. I was like, just go with fisher person. It just feels like a broad net to catch, or broad net to throw. But it did sound really dumb coming out of my mouth. Hello, welcome in. Is it Arohi? Am I pronouncing it right? If not, feel free to correct me. Do my best, but I'm not great by any means. Just speaking in general is not my forte. Okay. Still. I thought I knew where I was. Now I'm like, no, I don't know where I'm not. I don't remember. I think I remember you, but um, I have a really bad memory. Like honestly, so I'm sorry. Um, Health is okay now. I'm doing all right. How are you? Welcome back in. Okay, I got to figure out what is happening here. I always feel bad because a lot of people are like, "Remember this? Or remember this thing I said? Or remember?" And I'm like, "It's so bad. I wish I could tell you how bad it is, but I can't. can't even remember how bad it is. I mean, I aware if sometimes if I don't know. It's hard to explain. It doesn't bode well for my future. That's sure. Okay, so here's the front, what they call a front post double crochet, long double crochet, chain one, post double crochet. I don't have a Snapchat. Sorry. You can. We have a Facebook group. If you have Facebook, that's probably the best way. I can get the link for you. But that's yeah. I don't know. Snapchat is just not really what I use. Actually, I don't have it anymore. Deleted it because it was getting dicey. I have to do it on my phone. The link. That's annoying. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I don't use. There's too many social media. Sorry, tab yawn. There's too many social media items, especially because I have my all my makeup stuff uh, separately too. So I can't keep track of anything more. I can barely keep track of that. Okay. Have a good day. Okay, yeah, that's wrong. That's why it was throwing me off. Also, there's my community tab, I guess, that I can set up, but I haven't. I don't know how to do that. Crystal was going to show me how to do that. So I'll try to figure out how to do that. So that can be a little bit easier too. This is so much easier on my hands than the flowers. That was not that was not fun. I wonder if I could make flowers on the knitting machine. That would be really nice because that would be probably a lot faster. I'm sure there's some flower tutorials out there, or I could figure something out. Amy, when you said that you had posted the picture to Army of Weirdos, is it the same picture that you had on your Facebook? Be nice if I could do that. Yeah, I've looked at it and I can't figure out how to set it up. Like I've posted like things on I had like when it was just like the old community tab where I posted things. I had that, but I don't know how to make it where like people can post pictures and talk that way. I haven't and I haven't seen on anyone else's page, but I don't know to just I don't just go to people's community pages myself. That's not so. I guess I just haven't. I don't know. I don't have any excuses. I could make excuses, but I don't have anything. That's yeah. And also, I mean, I'm sure I would get notifications, but YouTube notifications for me are they get swallowed up by because like I'm subscribed to so many YouTube channels that I feel like that's one thing that like if I set up like I'm not sure if I'll like my I'll if I was supposed to get a notification if I would actually end up seeing it or not, you know. I don't know how people I don't know how people have uh, that much capacity for that. I mean, I guess that's I don't know if everyone has it and it's just me being disabled and stuff that I can't do it, or if it's just too much for any person, and some people are better at it than others. I don't even know like what's normal anymore because there's just. But for me, it's just too much. It's just too much, and like I really don't know how I could run like another page, but um, if it would help, like I want to do it, but I want to start it and then ignore everyone who posts on it, you know. Okay. Okay, so let me see how this was done before. My emails are crazy. YouTube notifications aren't terrible for me yet. Yeah, see, I get like Facebook a little bit, and then I have 2 Instagrams, like my regular one, which I don't get many on. I get messages. A lot of people I talk to in DMs, and then like my sister and uh, people, and then then I have my makeup one, and then I have TikTok, then I have YouTube. I have multiple YouTubes. My makeup one, my second channel, which again I'm trying to like move stuff over here. So it's just too much. Good night. Nice talking to you too. Yeah, I'm probably gonna roll out here as well. I think I'm actually at a good spot to call it a night. I didn't get much done, but those flowers just really hurt my hand, and then I got sidetracked. So thanks everyone for hanging out. It was cool talking to you, and I hope you have a great evening. And I will talk to you soon. I think I'm going to be up on Zach's live tomorrow night. So hopefully I will see you all then. And yeah.